Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Seams. Every week we're breaking down the who, the what, and the how we made all of my looks for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. It's alive! It's time for the makeover. Let's break it down. The Makeover Family Resemblance Challenge is one of the hardest on Drag Race because you never know who you're gonna get. Are they gonna be tall? Are they gonna be short? Are they gonna be curvy? Are they gonna be skinny? Who is going to have to wear your outfit? And if you've gathered, I'm a think ahead kind of gal. So I actually worked on two separate concepts for my makeover challenge. Unfortunately, one of those concepts did not even make it in time for me to go on the show. So I'm very thankful that I had a second one that was already well underway. Now, this pairing of outfits was modular in my opinion, meaning I felt like I could wear either of these depending on who my partner was. This outfit was inspired by and intended for me and my partner Christopher to wear, but obviously we don't know who they're bringing on the show. So if the person that I'm paired with would fit better into the bride outfit, then maybe that's the one they wear, and I get to be Ciara Myst and wear my Frankenstein-inspired outfit. Or it's the other way around. We don't know. The inspiration behind this look was to pay tribute to one of the most iconic horror monster films of all time, Frankenstein, written by the mother of sci-fi and horror herself, Mary Shelley, queer icon. However, I didn't want to just do the bride and Frankenstein. That feels a little too on the nose, maybe a little too Halloween costumey, so it had to be mystified. I wanted to put the monster and the bride in this sort of like 80s biker kind of fantasy. So I'm taking inspiration and influence from Tom of Finland, another iconically grayscale piece of queer art, and fusing it with these two characters. The result is this sexy, powerful duo. So fun fact, the Bride of Frankenstein look is actually an outfit that I wore to DragCon when my pumpkin outfit didn't arrive in time. This was another outfit that I had sort of commissioned with the idea that maybe someday I'll be on Drag Race. We knew it was gonna happen, so I'm glad that I had that in my back pocket. This outfit was made by the amazing corseteer Armando Gabriel. I sent over my sketches to him and he was able to create all of this fabulous autopsy scarring with corset lacing, and this outfit fits so well. The parts that I got to work on were the jewelry for this, as well as airbrushing the entire bodysuit. A technique that I like to employ is adding nails to the gloves and building the shoe into the leg so that way it all feels very cohesive. And all of this was airbrushed with grayscale paint and veining to take it to this horror fashion level. The wig was assembled, cut and styled by Aurora to give it this sort of 80s turn back time share look. Michelle and I definitely went to the same stylist this week. Now let's get on over to Zaddy Frankenstein. This was a huge feat of construction that we were preparing specifically for Drag Race. The bodysuit is actually a chest prosthetic that I applied to a spandex bodysuit and then airbrushed on my partner's body so that way it fit perfectly. All of the paint details highlight and contour his body. I was then able to take grommets and add them into the same places where an autopsy scar might be and add in lacing to match the details on the bride's chest. And of course, Alana Alamote and me had a lot of fun drawing the chest hairs on this piece. The jacket, the chaps, and the cod piece were all a multi-layered assembly process. I started with the initial construction for all of these, with the jacket literally being a Frankenstein amalgamation of several motorcycle jackets. With the makeover in mind, we wanted to make sure that this jacket could become smaller or bigger if needed. So there is a bunch of lacing and grommeting happening in the back so we can remove panels if someone smaller needed to wear this jacket. Adding all of those grommets, not only for form but for function, took so much time, so much hole punching, so much hammering, and I could not have done it adding all of the spikes and the grommets and the lacing without the help of Eli Rose, Brentley Bitch, and probably 4 or 5 other people. Ultimately, all of that incredible texture was so worth it because this piece was not only modular, but it looks badass. Getting the opportunity to put my partner into drag was a first, and it was such a crazy experience. The photos look incredible, and we built our own Frankenstein's laboratory in the studio. If you have not checked out that makeover, make sure you head on over to Runway Recreation for a very special Mystified edition. Michelle loved this look on What You Packin', and I hope you did too. Thank you so much for coming behind the scenes with me to see how we created my makeover looks for RuPaul's Drag Race.